Good morning, Reds. How you doing? Sam from United People's TV here with the latest UP TV transfer daily. And there's only one place to start today after the reports that came out last night. A certain David de Gea. Now, in the embargoed part of the press conference, obviously, there's two parts of the press conference. The part that we all see during the day, and then there's the second part where Louis van Gaal speaks to the national press, and that comes out at 10:30 at night. Now, there are claims, or there are quotes, Louis van Gaal saying that David de Gea doesn't want to play for Manchester United at the moment, and that's why he's being left out. And there was a huge furore. It all kicked off last night. Everyone was getting really angry at de Gea for refusing to play for him. But then when you look at the quotes, it just looks like, again, it's not that he's refusing to play for us. It looks like his head's just not in the right place. I don't know whether I'm defending David de Gea here, and I shouldn't be. Please let me know in the comments below your view on this, because this is it's quite a contentious topic now as to what's going on with David de Gea. But as soon as these reports came out from, The Guardian, I think it was Daniel Taylor who originally posted the article, Tony Barrett at the Times, he also had an interview with Louis van Gaal. Adam Crafton from the Daily Mail came out straight, it must have been within 10 minutes, with a separate article that said, no, complete opposite. He said that, we've been speaking to his entourage, and his entourage said the complete opposite. He's not refusing to play for Manchester United. I mean, what do we make of it all? It would have been foolish for United to think that this probably couldn't have happened, given that it definitely was. It was always on the cards, wasn't it? But I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think anymore. I'd like to think that De Gea isn't refusing to play for United and his head's just not in the right place, but he wants to play for Real Madrid. I think we all know that. But I think that's how we all feel now. What is it? We've got 14th of August. We've got, 3 weeks left in the transfer window? And we don't know whether David de Gea is staying or not. We've got Sergio Romero, who did great on his debut, but is he an adequate replacement? Again, let us know in the comments below. I want to know what you think on this. It's a soft spot for United fans right now, isn't it? Moving on from David de Gea, there's more updates on Nicolas Otamendi, and again, more confusion. You've basically got the whole of Valencia's local press who are convinced that Otamendi is joining Man United. And then you've got the British press who are convinced that Otamendi is not on Manchester United's radar. I mean, what are we supposed to think? From my perspective, looking at this, United's transfers recently, in the past, 2 years now, the British press have not been close to it, unless it was Luke Shaw and he played in England. Then they nailed that. But when you're looking at these, Herrera, no one even knew about Schneiderlin. Look at that one. Schneiderlin managed to get into Carrington, have a medical, and no one even saw him. Do job properly. But I would personally trust the local Valencia press a little bit more than the British press at the moment. It's not to say he's definitely going to join, but they seem to be convinced. And why would they be convinced otherwise? There's no reason for them not to be convinced. I'd love to see Otamendi join. Ramos has signed a new contract. We need a centre-back. We need one of these. We need a Nemanja. But there's no Nemanja's going. Or is Otamendi the new Nemanja? He could be, man. He's rugged, he's big, he's athletic, he's aggressive, and he's a really good defender. I mean, all these wrapped into one sounds like exactly what United need. And he's a leader as well. He's Valencia's captain. It just ticks so many boxes. It looks like such a logical signing. And United have been very smart this summer. All the buys they've made, Darmian, we needed a right back. Brought a right back in. Needed to strengthen the midfield, Schneiderlin, Schweinsteiger. Needed a new winger, bring Depay in. Looks like we need to replace Di Maria, bring Pedro in. Romero, needed a goalkeeper. United have been very clever in the transfer window. They've been calculated signings. They haven't been like Mata was not a calculated signing. He was, shit, man, it's January, we're doing crap. Who can we buy? Yeah. Let's buy one. Let's buy one. Great signing for the club, fantastic player, panic buy. It wasn't a position that we desperately needed strengthening at that time. It turned out nice, it turned out well, but anyway, it has now anyway. But we need a Vidic signing, we need a leader at the back. And let me know in the comments below what you think about this whole situation. Will we sign a centre-back, or is Van Gaal going to take a risk on Jones, Evans, Smalling and Rojo, who we know full well are all going to be injured at some point next season? And there'll be a game, I don't know when it would be, but you know it's going to happen. There'll be an injury crisis again. It's an annual event for United. We started the season off very well without any injuries, touch wood. Touch wood. But I don't know, I think United are taking a big risk if they're investing that heavily into a squad and not strengthening the single one position where we would all as fans have said, going into this summer, we need to, if we're going to make one signing, centre-back. And we haven't done it yet. So it's a bit of a risk at the moment. That's it for UPTV's Transfer Daily and a little bit of a rant on defence. Sorry about that. As I said, please let me know in the comments below what you think. And speaking of which, let's have a look at a couple of comments that you left us yesterday. Got Maurice Reed saying Pedro over De Bruyne. Now, De Bruyne was wicked last year in the Bundesliga. It's like over 20 assists, wasn't it? So I wouldn't say that he's a naff player, but I would say that Pedro is extremely suited to Van Gaal's system. He's versatile, he's agile, he's fast, and he's creative. And he's unselfish. He will pass the ball across the box for a nice easy goal rather than taking the shot on himself. That's his style of play. He's a team player, and Van Gaal needs that. Van Gaal wants that. And that's why I think Pedro could be a great signing. That's pretty much it. That was a main topic of conversation yesterday. So as I said, please like the video. Please subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. Tell all your fellow Reds about us because, you know, we'll be here this season. We're growing and we want to get you guys involved. So drop a comment below and we'll be back soon. And hopefully United win tonight.